We're the Knee Highs, and you're watching Now Dig This.
You're watching Now Dig This, taped live in front of a studio audience at the East Atlanta Restaurant and Lounge. And now, ladies and gentlemen, he just woke up and he doesn't know where he is. It's America's shaggiest sweetheart, Pietro DiGenerro!
Thank you so much for tuning in to Now Dig This. Folks, I know you hate to hear this, but my name has got to be Pietro DiGenerro, and boy, am I excited for this week's episode here at Now Dig This. We're going to be spending some quality time with the Knee Highs. You know, a lot has changed since they've been on the program, since they debuted on the program, really, and they're all the way from Chicago, and they're going to be here tonight, and we're going to be sticking the microphone in their beautiful faces and talking to them, that's for sure. And we're going to be catching up with some Solid State Radio. I know how you folks at home love that band. And we're going to be speaking to a new band that's going to be on our program, Massive 45. Can't wait to catch up with those folks and see what they've been up to. You know, this program is going to be shot in front of an audience, a live audience, which we haven't done. We're here at the fantastic Earl in Atlanta, Georgia. This is one of my favorite venues around town. Matter of fact, I think it's actually the best sounding venue. Every time I see a band play here, it sounds huge. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it. So let's cut to the chase and let's roll this rock and roll program, because I know you folks at home are excited to see it. We have the Knee Highs, Solid State Radio, and Massive 45. Boy, I can't wait. Let's do it right now. Follow me.
Twice tonight. Now I need someone's advice. Oh, what's the use, you say? You're carrying on like that. Your mind is always in position to attack. And since that's a lonely place, won't you come back to the States? Hey, what you say? Because LA's such a lonely town. The windy city's dark, and like London in the summertime, you'll always have my heart, and there ain't no shame when New York calls your name. Oh, the stars above us shining down so bright. Somewhere we're there, toasting to our good night. Well, the dream of you, it might still come true. What do you like? What do you like? Oh, baby, what's your thing? And do you still believe in anything? Not just to keep this crystal clear. Well, I'd die to have you here, dear. Come here. hear New York call.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for still watching Now Dig This. You know, this is a very special segment that I like to do on the program called Now Spin This. It's where I like to get together with an artist and discuss records that they've been currently listening to or possibly been influenced by. You know, so I've been getting a lot of phone calls and faxes from people, and they've been telling me that they like me discussing records with Randy Michael from Solid State Radio, The Booze, and Public Enemy. Let's not forget about that band, shall we? You know, Randy, I gotta say, you know, you got a hell of a resume. You know, it definitely looks a little bit better than mine, for sure.
Agreed.
You know, I only got a couple of things on there. But, you know, anyway, let's cut to the chase here. You know, let's talk about some records. Randy, did you bring a record today by any
I did
chance?
not bring any records. I've been busy.
Doing what? Well, I mean, we're...
Well, we have this show tonight. Massive 45, the Knee Highs, all the way from Chicago, Solid State Radio. And, you know, I've been trying to put everything together for this thing. We were supposed to do it, you and me.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, that's exciting, you know. I gotta say, you know, it's okay that you didn't bring any records because, folks, as always, I came prepared. You know, I brought some good stuff here. Randy, I don't know if I don't know if you'd be interested in any of these. You know, we got
head with you on these.
like Frank Zappa Freakout. That's one of my favorites.
That's
Do you like
garbage.
any of these?
No.
That's Neil Young's Tonight.
It's the white man's
Wanda,
Tupac.
the Wanda Jackson, fantastic. Black Sabbath. I know how much you love Black Sabbath. You know.
No, I'm gonna put these right here. Put this one right here. This
Okay.
Funkadelic Maggot Brain.
That's a fantastic
Yeah.
record.
And this baseball card,
Oh, yeah.
Jim, the Beatles Rubber Soul. All right. You can keep this bad hoof. And I'll put Ram in here.
Okay.
It's like trading baseball cards, you know?
All right. You tell us right off the bat, which record do you find yourself listening to mostly and that you were possibly influenced by?
Mostly I'm gonna go with Rubber Soul Beatles, and the reason why is because this is probably the first Beatles record I've heard. You know?
Oh, wow.
You know, and you got the real one. No, you don't have the real one. This is the American one. How dare you pass this off?
Oh, my God. I only make so much money from the show, folks. Come on. You know, I get
Well, it's got, you know, the real one, the UK version has Drive My Car. That's the first song.
Yeah.
This is I Just Seen a Face. This is on Help.
Yeah.
You
it
know?
was. I remember that.
Yeah, so, yeah, okay, I'll go with this phony Rubber Soul.
Is there a particular song that really sticks out to you on that one?
A couple. Norwegian Wood, I like
yeah.
a lot. In My Life is probably my favorite off this one. Yeah, I mean, you're missing a couple because this is the
American version. I really like Run for Your Life. That's my favorite track. You got to run for your life if you can. Those lyrics are brutal, man. I feel bad for that woman, whoever that song's about. You
Now,
know?
why would you try to throw John Lennon under the bus right now
You know.
at this time? You know, this point in time.
What else you got?
This is a good one. So
Yeah.
this is the first one I heard. I saw it on a one of these AMC used to do those 60s. You know, when you're a kid, you watched like those after Three Company reruns. They would come on and you know talk about these records. Ram is good. Obviously, it's
fantastic.
Paul McCartney.
That's got to be my favorite solo Paul McCartney records for sure. Ram. Check it out if you haven't heard it.
You know what? I thought this was the first Funkadelic record. But this is Maggot Brain. This is a good one, but I gotta go with Beatles on this one.
Beatles?
Rubber Soul.
I'm going to go ahead and go with Freak Out by Frank Zappa. And the only reason why I am is I spent a lot of money on this record. Matter of fact, this record is probably the most money I've ever spent on a record. I think it was like $100 and something bucks. It's the original pressing of this record. And Frank Zappa's first record came out on Verve Records. A lot of great bands were on there, such as the Velvet Underground were also in that record label.
A lot of jazz bands too.
A lot of jazz bands too. And this record is definitely was they got signed to this record label because the record label like record label didn't do their research. They thought they were signing a blues band, and when they showed up in the studio, they were far from a blues band. And I remember the people in the control rooms were calling the label like, "What did you send us?"
Now, do you know what you're talking about?
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Because there's a process.
A fun fact
you don't just
about this record.
you don't just go get a deal and then go in the studio and nobody's heard you.
Well, that's what they were signing blues bands in the late '60s. Like they walked into the venue, saw the band playing a blues song,
right,
and just instantly picked them up. Didn't hear any other songs.
So you tell me
went
they
to
got
the studio and they didn't. They had one blues song on their record.
Yeah, I wish life was a made-for-TV movie like you're trying to do. Also,
and that's why your folks are watching Now Dig This. You know what I mean?
Put your hands together for Massive 45!
We don't need to talk about it. Oh, go and take a walk. 'Cause we don't need to talk about it. But here's a thought. He said you're looking at me like you love someone else. He took it personally, put my heart on a shelf. I know no one likes the thing that they're not in control. We're subject to our own needs, so and so. So we don't need to talk about it. 'Cause my head just took a walk. Oh, we don't need to talk about it. No, there ain't nothing wrong. There's something in my eye. If you knew what we do, and me too, then maybe we wouldn't have to lie. So we don't need to talk about it. 'Cause my head just took a walk. Oh, no, we don't need to talk about it.
Hi, I'm Abigail DeVoe.
Welcome back to Now Dig This. My name is Pietro DiGenerro, and thank you for watching. Boy, Massive 45 was fantastic, and boy, am I lucky to be sitting with Sean Thompson, Clive.
And boy, are we lucky to conveniently have microphones.
We're back, folks. So I got to tell you, Sean Thompson, Clive, can we set the record straight? what is your last name?
My last name is Thompson.
So we're going to go ahead with that.
Well-
Sean Thompson from Massive 45. Let's hear it, folks. Come on. Come on, Sean.
My middle name is Clive, and everyone uses it, but my last name is Thompson.
It is so good to see you. Please tell me, please, what have you been up to lately?
We're in the process right now of doing recording a full-length album. So we have 4 singles out, and I like the idea of having a single and an album both as individual art forms. So you know how like Jumping Jack Flash and Child of the Moon, that's as important as the whole Beggar's Banquet album, so you wouldn't have those songs on Beggar's Banquet. They complement each other, like Strawberry Fields, Penny Lane, and then Sgt. Pepper. They complement each other. The Smiths did it, Radiohead do it. So I wanted to have singles and then a record where the singles are not on. So the record is meant to be being recorded right now. We have a bunch of tracks done. This is, I apologize, boring information.
No, this is fantastic. The folks at home want to know.
Do they?
Well, thank you so much for being on the program.
It's
And
always good to see you.
I look forward to see your future endeavors.
You're a proper good laugh. I love the bones of you.
All right. Well,
I'm
you know,
Abigail
folks,
DeVoe.
make sure you keep on watching because we got a hell of an episode left for you. Abigail DeVoe is next. What are you doing?
Hi, I'm Abby. I'm usually the Vinyl Monday girl on YouTube and Instagram, but today I'm crashing Now Dig This. So I listen to a very high volume of music. Sometimes I feel like I listen to so much music that I don't have time to listen to music. But today I'm talking about a group that whenever I hear they've put out something new, I make the time to listen to it. This is a discography deep dive on the Knee Highs. Yeah, usually this is the part where I hold up the album jacket. Just play along. The Knee Highs start out with a couple singles through 2020 and 2021, starting with Darlin' Darlin'. This song is sugary, hazy, summery fair, percussive organ, little tambourine shakes, very vintage inspired. A vocal group could have recorded this in 1963, just the same as the Knee Highs recorded it in 2020. Darlin' Darlin' is also not representative of the Knee Highs at all. Their first big sonic departure comes with their second single, Action. Something cool that I just learned about the Knee Highs is that they formed their group as all the members were still learning their instruments. They got to learn with each other, grow with each other, and that kind of bonding between musicians is honestly unmatched. All of their stuff is catchy as hell, but Action reigns supreme in the earworm factor. Clearly, King of the Sunset Strip Rodney Bingenheimer agreed because he had this song on his show. Early last year, we got the full-length debut LP from the Knee Highs, Charmed. We were charmed to meet you as well, Knee Highs. This record gave us my favorite song of theirs, which they actually debuted here the last time they were on Now Dig This. Make You Mine. The walking bass line gets stuck in your teeth, and the skit is everything we love about the Shangri-Las. Darlin' Darlin' is on this record, Action is too, and this record also features a reworked version of Darlin' Darlin' to reflect the Knee Highs' increasingly punk-influenced sound. If the original Darlin' Darlin' is Olivia Newton-John as Sandy, then Fast Darlin' is Rizzo singing Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee. And finally, this year's singles, Beauty Queen and A Better Way. These new songs are the best, most developed songwriting that the Knee Highs have done. These songs have some great narratives happening on them. That switch up in the middle of Beauty Queen is inventive. It's not something we normally hear in this genre, and it's a great way to address the time skip happening in the song's narrative. I love the video for this one. It is outrageous fun. This band is so good at creating a look for their music. For example, the feather boas they bring to every show. The Beauty Queen video has a frilly, glittery, hyper-feminine look, perfect for a song about how perishable and exploitable beauty can be. Beauty queen is an acute kind of anguish that not every listener would understand, but as a young woman navigating through and talking about rock and roll, I absolutely do understand this song. Another thing I love about this band is how unconcerned they are with preconceived notions about how their band should sound. Take the latest single, A Better Way. It's synth pop. It's nothing like anything else they've done before, super unexpected. So, in conclusion, Knee High's vinyl release? Please? That's not the conclusion. The conclusion is, from forming as they were still learning their instruments to changing their sound from release to release, this band is all about the process. They've done dream pop, garage, punk, and who knows what they're gonna do next. The Knee High's discography is a journey that isn't all about the destination. It's about the becoming. Knee Highs, I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Keep those live gigs coming. The Knee Highs music is one thing, but from what I've seen, they rip live. A must-see act. And thank you so much, Pietro, for letting me crash Now Dig This for a few minutes. Let the record show I can't say no to a man with an afro. I'm Abigail DeVoe of Vinyl Monday, and you are watching Now Dig This. And back to the show.
We got a mic check. We got a mic check. We got a mic check. Mic check. Mic check.
I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing right now, but I am standing next to the Knee Highs, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, you know, they have come a long way since they've premiered on Now Dig This, and I got to catch up with them and see where they're at today. Can you please tell me, what are y'all working on currently?
New album.
Is it going to be like the same like style? Is it going to be a little different? Are you guys venturing off in different territories musically or anything like that?
I think it'll definitely have similar elements in terms of us and kind of how we go about the whole recording process, but we are definitely experimenting with new sounds and just growing as musicians, so I think our sound is kind of always going to be a little new and fresh and things. We like a lot of different kinds of genres, so we like to play around with that.
Did you guys record this record yourselves or in a studio? Did you go to a studio at all? Or?
We got a studio at my house, and I am recording part of it as well as my fiance, and we do everything there, and he mixes and produces it as well. So
he's doing a fantastic
DIY.
job because it sounds immaculate. How's this tour going for you so far? Are you up and down the East Coast?
Yeah, we're kind of doing like a giant loop through the Midwest, through the South, up through the East Coast, and it's been so much fun so far. It's been really cool because we've been able to check out a couple of states we haven't been to yet on this tour, so we're excited to meet a lot of new people. And we had people even drive in from like 5-6 hours away, come from out of state to come to our shows in these different cities, get hotels. It's been absolutely incredible. We sold out the first night of our first show, so we've just been having a blast.
Oh, that's
I was
amazing.
going to say we had our first all ages show, which we have never done before, and had a 16-year-old fan come to celebrate her birthday there, which was so cute.
What is the song that you guys will be working with tonight? What single are you going to be playing for us tonight? Did we even discuss that? I don't even know. We didn't discuss that.
Formaldehyde.
I like grocery shopping with you. You say it's an important thing to do. I'd surely starve if you left my side and they pump me full of formaldehyde. It's true. I can't survive without you. I don't wanna know. Catch me right before I cross the street. Always 2 steps ahead before I even move my feet. Not for you, I'd be dead off here. Or hopefully the driver could really steer. bills. Remembering all the paperwork that the government loves to show. If not for you, they'd lock me away for all of that shit I forgot to pay. Oh, you, no, you, oh, you, no, you, oh, you. I like grocery shopping with you. They say it's an important thing to do. I'd surely starve if you left my side, and they pump me full of buffer, melt and hide. It's true, I can't survive without you. I don't wanna know, no, it's true. I can't survive without you. I don't wanna know, no, it's true. I can't survive without you. I can't survive without you. I can't survive without you. I can't survive without you.
I absolutely love you all, and I really thank you all for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
We love Now Dig This. We're super honored to be here and to be able to share. It's cool that it's our second Atlanta debut. We debuted one of our first songs with you on Now Dig This, and now our debut show is with you guys again. So we're really
I
grateful.
gotta see what you all up to and catch up with you all, because you actually helped us out a lot too, and I really appreciate that, and thank you so much for being on the program. And
Artists help artists, right?
yeah, absolutely. And I'm